Zani. When it comes to references, Kuro Games is not known to be subtle. Zani is their second Monster Hunter inspired character and wields a greatsword. Her moves are sped up to be more in pace with the combat of Wuthering waves, which was a good choice overall. As for her moveset, it's surprisingly simple despite the signature fuck off walls of text. I spent an hour reading her skills and another hour figuring out how they work, only to realize that I should have known better than to rely on huge walls of text as a method of explanation. In other words, learning by doing is a better way. So, to spare you the pain of going in circles and getting confused by all the terminology, I made this video to condense all of that into a simple flowchart instead. As before, team composition, multiple copies, and rotations are not considered. The point of this video is to help with the understanding of the character's moveset alone. If you're looking for any other aspect, you should visit a more comprehensive guide. Zani has two forms. Let's start with her base form. Here's her basic attack chain. Her delayed BA after BA3 is similar to Spectro Rover. Her dodge counter takes the form of BA3. Each hit builds her top meter. Note that her delayed BA is especially good for building this meter. Here's the flowchart so far. Zani's base skill is a parry that also deals a small amount of damage. Each cast builds the top meter a bit. This can be followed up with BA3. On a successful parry, Zani automatically performs a riposte. This can then be followed up with BA2. Note that the riposte is especially good for building this meter on top of providing the following effects. When the top meter is full, Zani's shield parry is improved in the form of an enhanced skill. The skill practically functions the same as before, allowing for a parry and riposte. This special attack is uninterruptible and depletes the top meter to build the bottom meter, regardless of whether an attack is parried. In addition, the skill button can also be held, allowing Zani to enter a stance that grants her hyper armor, that is, she cannot be interrupted. Holding down the skill button does not seem to extend her parry frames, unfortunately. As before, this riposte can be followed up with BA2. Here's the flowchart so far. The bottom meter can be filled with her enhanced skill as mentioned above, as well as any spectral Frazzle stacks applied to enemies using other characters such as Phoebe. When Zani is not on the field, there is a yellow bar below her icon that represents this meter. Activating Zani's second form through the ultimate button additionally fills the meter by a set amount. Zani's ultimate takes the form of an install. In this form, the bottom meter essentially replaces the top meter, with the starting amount depending on how much of the bottom meter was filled during the activation of her second form. In this form, her basic attacks are replaced and there is an additional icon placed on the meter. Zani's skill in this form can be further charged to a second stage. Pressing the button will result in her first BA, and releasing it after reaching the second stage will result in her third BA. Additionally, parrying with her skill will result in her second BA. In this form, all attacks that hit drain the meter. Depleting the meter past their icon will make the ultimate available again. This second ultimate is basically another version of Wuwa's signature nuke. Performing this move, or alternatively waiting out the timer, will revert Zani to her base form. Here's the flowchart in full. To be honest, I didn't expect Zani's movesets to be so fluid and enjoyable despite being pretty simple in practice. Her over-reliance on Spectral Frazzle, which extends to characters that use it, which only consist of Phoebe and Spectral Rover at the moment, is a huge downside that limits her versatility in terms of team composition. Finally, the huge walls of text that Kuro loves to use is an annoyance that I'm afraid won't go away anytime soon. The tutorial mode is a good alternative, but it would have been nice if the text was just shortened or reformatted. I hope you've learned a bit from this video, whether you have obtained Zani or not, and if there's anything I missed, do let me know. Thanks for watching.
Spectro